Hi guys, it's been a few weeks since my last video. In that time I've been on holiday. So I just thought I'd do a quick video, give you a bit of an update because a few things have changed. Obviously I think in my last video I'd still got the yellow tang in the tank. A chap came and picked that up before I went on holiday. It was meant to be afterwards, but we worked something out so that he could come before, which worked out great. Had a week away, so in that time some things did okay, some things did not so good. One of the things that didn't do as good was the peacock grass has disappeared. My first thoughts were that the lid had been left up when the person looking after the tank had been, but I've had a look round, can't seem to see any wrasse on the floor. Gave it the benefit of the doubt. I know that some wrasses can hide for a few days, some maybe more. No signs of it at all, which is unusual for the wrasse. So unfortunately I think he has disappeared and died. But in other news, the damsels that I also picked up from that tank breakdown, they're doing brill. No sort of aggressive behaviour from them towards anything else, which is really good. Coral wise, really cluttered. I have been selling some things, fragging some things. I've obviously got the frag rack up there, which is doing great, just getting things out of the way. More corals down here. I have got plans for what I'm doing. I went into my local fish store the other day and put my name down on another file fish, hopefully one that's true to eat Aptasia, and also put my name down for another fish, one that I have kept in the past, one that I'm really looking forward to getting again, but I will keep that for a separate video. Let me know down in the comments if you can have a guess on what you think that fish is. It is a really nice fish, and like I said, I have kept it before. Only thing is when I downsized tanks previously, I got rid of that fish, passed him on to a friend, and eventually that friend did, unfortunately, well, he did die with that friend. So I think I'm ready for it. I am planning on getting rid of a few more fish out of this tank, so I'm making up some space so I can introduce. I do want a smaller one. I always like my fish to be small when I first get them and then grow them on. Look at the gorgeous mandarin there. He's still doing really well. The pod population in here must be being diminished on the daily, but they're obviously still there because I still haven't seen him really eating any frozen food. And that's all I feed my tank. I don't feed pellets or flake really. It is just frozen. But he's obviously doing brilliant. He's been in the tank 8 months now, so doing really well. The other thing that's not doing well, which obviously a lot of people have mentioned when they see my tank, is the clowns in the tank. Currently still have 5. However, the latest clown that I added in, which was from that tank breakdown, was the one in the center of the screen, and I imagine that you'll see her dart after the other clowns now. So she doesn't show any aggression towards my original female clown. That's the one on the bottom there. There's no real aggression between them two, but the black and white clown she's really not happy with. She's been sort of pinning them to this corner, looking at them. You know, their fins are still okay. They're not enjoying life, and I understand that, I see that, and that's why she's coming out. Hopefully tomorrow I can get her out and move her off to my local fish store. I did contact them the other day when I went in, and they said, yeah, bring her down. Obviously, she's already a female, she's of a decent size. Fish shops are going to be able to get rid of her, no problem. She's at a breeding age, so she just needs to be paired up with a male on their own. Not on their own, but only that and another one, and I've no doubt that she will start breeding soon. She's eating like a pig. I did pick up, you can't really see them there because they're only in the temporary position, some candy canes. I did have some when I first got into the hobby, and they did okay, but I think I ended up getting up to about 4 heads from a single head, and then out of nowhere I lost 3 heads, stuck with one. Obviously passed it off to a friend and thought that there was issues with my tank. I had hammers and everything at the time, but the candy cane just wasn't happy. He could only keep it at 1 head, and then it bailed out on that one as well, so I don't know what was wrong there. But when I picked the candy cane up, I also got this lovely chalice. Not sure on the type, what it is, or what name it is, should I say, but it's really nice bit of orange. It's got greens and pinks and lovely colours. That's the second chalice in the tank. I've got the Hollywood Stunner down there, which again needs moving, needs gluing on somewhere. I have had it in a few different places in the tank, but either the hermits knock it off, or I'm just using rubbish glue, or I'm not getting a good enough purchase on it when I do glue it down to something. So yeah, but I've got, you know, frag's doing okay. Got a nice small frag of Cyphastria down there, Bizarro. That came as one eye. Been in the tank about 2 weeks, and it's got another eye, which is good. Some firework clove polyps, they're doing really well. Obviously soft coral growing brilliant. The rock flower nem is starting to really annoy this toadstool, so I think I am going to the frag tank is just about, well, it is full. I have had it running and then turned everything off while I went away because I'd got no live rock or anything in there, so it wasn't really cycling. So I just turned everything off and was going to restart it when I got back. When I got back, we'd got COVID, so everything's sort of been on hold for a little while. Feeling much better now and ready to get stuck into sorting this hellish tank out. Obviously one of the main priorities is this Aptasia. Tried the F-Aptasia and the NT Labs Aptasia exit and everything else, so tried the Aptasia eating filefish, I've tried peppermint shrimps. I was doing a bit of research the other day and realised that I have a hawkfish. I knew I had a hawkfish, but their main diet consists of like invertebrates. Never really saw it going for any of the peppermints when I had it in the tank, and its mouth is relatively small, so I thought the shrimp would be okay. After doing a bit of research and watching some videos on them hawkfish, no, that's more than likely where the peppermint shrimp have gone. So shrimp's not an option. Speak of the devil, there he comes. Shrimp's no longer an option. The wrasse has gone, which opens up Bergiers, nudibranchs, so that's an option. However, again, doing more research, apparently the tank's got to be pretty much wall-to-wall Aptasia for Bergiers to stay alive and completely eradicate. Now, I have patches. I have patches on the Zoas up there. I have this massive patch in the front, a few dotted about, and then some at the back, and then they are starting to come more and more on this top rock. But for instance, down here near the Nems, near the toadstools, on the sandbeds, on the frag plugs on the bottom, there's no Aptasias. So I don't know. I don't know whether to just bite the bullet, get maybe 7 or 8 Bergia nudibranchs, throw them in and see what they do. Whether to pair that with filefish or something else, or do I remove the hawkfish and try peppermints again? I'm in a real predicament, so any advice there or suggestions for what you would do, let me know. Any advice welcome. But yeah, that's just a bit of an update on what's been going off, where I've been, and the latest with the tank. I will leave you with a quick clip of the mushrooms. Thanks guys.